Hey Visionary family, Scott here. Just got done shooting the training video for the trip to Spain, getting some messages in regards to it. I know some of you are a little bit frustrated possibly with where it's going from a lead standpoint, from a growth standpoint, things like that. So I wanted to shoot this real quick video. I've done training on this before in more of a general sense. This is just going to be for you guys, straight up into the Visionary group here. If you want to have an unlimited amount of leads, this is an awesome trick, and it's so simple and it's so old school that you internet marketers are probably going to laugh. But you know what? I like to do a little bit of everything. I like to market online, offline. When I'm driving around, if I see a real estate sign, for example, in a yard, I don't recognize the name or number or don't know who it is, I'm going to write down their name and phone number and give them a call. If I am in the grocery store and I see a poster board with cards on it, I'm going to go up there and find people that I think are entrepreneurs, people that are used to making an income based on commissions, working by themselves, not having a boss, not having a brick and mortar type thing. We'll look for some people that are entrepreneurial. I'm going to pick it up the phone. I'm going to call them. I'm also going to do stuff on Facebook and Twitter and different things that I do as well. So I do a little bit of both. So for you people that want to learn a little bit offline, here's a technique for you. Look at this right here. Google, amazing place. So I'm going to go Dallas. There it is, Texas real estate agents. I must have done this before. And then I must have been on realtor.com before, as you can see here. Click on the link, realtor.com. You go in and you can see here 8,339 realtors found in Texas. There's 8,339 leads for you right there. That'll take up your whole year if you called every single one of those. You could do nothing else. Call them and just do this. Pick up the phone and call them, and you're going to have amazing results with this. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you understand what a little bit about who they are. So you're going to go into, let's find a profile like this guy, A. Garcia. I don't know what his first name is, so I don't want to call him up and say Mr. Garcia. So I might get to him later, but he's not going to be the first guy I call. The guy that I might call here is, Josh Deshong. Hey, Josh. No, I'm not going to call any of them. They all have A's. Let's go deeper into this here. Okay, so all those people apparently wanted to put A in front of their name so that they could be the first one on the list. So I'm kind of shooting this off the cuff right here, but you want to go with people with pictures first, because who knows who Adriana is and what she does. Obviously, she doesn't take her business very seriously. So I'm going to look at Adriana here. In fact, I know one little tactic that I've done, and it's not going to show me right here. I could find around, but you can find people that you can search this strictly by profiles. Here we go. So hyper social agents. So there's 1,321, which means that these people actually, take their business seriously. So these are the first 1,300 people I'm going to call. And this video is taking a little longer than I wanted it to, but you know what? That's part of the deal. So it looks like Josh just put an A in front of his name. So I'm just going to pick him out right here. I'm going to click on his full profile. I'm going to try to get a little information on him. If he has a website, I'm going to go to his website. If he has a blog, I'm going to go to his blog. I'm going to try to find out as much about him as I can in a short period of time. I'm not going to waste an hour doing it. I don't see anything here. So where did he go? So wherever he is. Okay, here he is. So here's his office number. You can call his office. Actually, I'm going to look for people that have mobile numbers first. That's another tip and trick. So mobile numbers, John Baxter. So I'm going to call John Baxter, for example. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to call John. He's going to answer. I'm going to assume it's going to be him if it's a male. If it's a female, I'm going to ask, is John there? I'm not going to ask for Mr. Baxter. If he answers, I'm not going to go, hey, is John Baxter available? Or, hey, John Baxter. Because it's just let's loosen the tie a little bit. Loosen the tie a little bit. You want to be professional, but we don't want to be stiff and morbid at the same time. So he picks up the phone. I'm going to say, hey, John, Scott Schlemmer here, Sweetwater, Texas. How are you today? And he's going to probably reply something back like, great. I'm doing fantastic. What's up, Scott? What can I do for you? Somewhere along those lines, most of the people are. And you're going to reply with, well, John, I actually was just doing a quick search online here. came across your profile. Looks like you're a successful real estate agent in Dallas, Texas. I'm actually a small business owner here in West Texas. I'm looking to expand my business into your region, and just reaching out right now to gauge some interest and some ideas from people in your area. I got a real quick question for you. Do you at all keep your options open to businesses outside of what you do in real estate? That's simple. Memorize that. Now, don't say it word for word. Don't go, this is Scott Schlemmer from Sweetwater, Texas, or this is, whoever. You're going to want to be able to roll with it. It's going to take a little bit of practice. It's not going to come real natural for a lot of people right away, but I guarantee you after 20 phone calls, you'll have it down. You won't be, the butterflies will be out of your stomach. It'll be really easy. You'll find out that 99% of the people are cool. 1% is going to be a jerk, but who cares? 10% of the people in this world are jerks no matter what. So it doesn't matter. You don't know them. Just hang up the phone and move on. And but 99% of the people are going to be nice. They're going to at least be receptive. They're going to give you some sort of attention, whether they want to join Visionary or not. They're going to give you some sort of attention. But so after he says yes, I do several different things. I'm like, well, cool. I want to be respectful of your time. I just called you. Do you have a couple minutes to visit right now, or is there a better time to call you back? And he's going to say one of two things. He's going to say, yeah, actually, now's great. Or he's going to say, no, I'm actually walking into a meeting right now. Can we talk later this afternoon? And if he says, yeah, that now works fine, the next step is not to vomit on the guy the opportunity of Visionary. This is a relationship business, so we're going to try to build a little rapport. So I'm going to ask John, be like, hey, John, how long have you been in real estate? And he's going to start off with an answer, and he's going to give me an answer, and 99% of the time that's going to lead to the next question, because he's going to talk, and he's going to talk. You're going to leave an open-ended question, so he's going to be able to talk, and then you're going to be like, your next question might lead into, are you from Dallas, or, where are you from? And he's going to say, no, I'm not from Dallas, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And those kind of things for me, for others in different parts of the country or world, there's going to be different things, but for me, it's like, well, cool, I'm from Minnesota. How long have you lived in Dallas? And now we've got a relation. Now we're just buddies that have a common thing, that we both live in Texas. We're from Minnesota. Or he's going to say, I was in the golf profession for 7 years, or I love to play golf, or, I'm an avid tournament fisherman, or I love to fish, or, those things aren't going to happen all the time. But when those kind of things happen, where you have some sort of commonality with them, you've suddenly turned a cold relationship into a warm relationship. I guarantee you they're going to at least give you the time to take a look at what you've got, 100%. So that's some of the things that you're looking for. But you're just going to create that relationship, and somewhere in there you're going to be able to interject, well, hey, I started an e-commerce business. It's in the cryptocurrency world. Are you familiar with Bitcoin? Something like that. And he's going to say, yes, I'm familiar with Bitcoin, or no, I'm not. And you might give him a little bit of background about Bitcoin. You might tell them that it was basically worthless. You might tell them that in 2009, if you had put a couple $100s towards Bitcoin, you could have been a millionaire. You might tell them those kinds of things. And you'd be like, well, hey, I've got some information on a company that we just started, we just launched a couple months ago, that is a rival of Bitcoin. Can I send you that information? And he's going to say yes. If you've gotten that far into the conversation, 100% he's going to say yes. Now, your work is not done at that point. You're going to send that to him, but at that point he's going to say, yeah, send it on over. And be like, well, when's a good time to give you a call back and follow up? When do you think he'll have time to take a look at it? He's going to say 24 to 48 hours, or I won't look at it today, but maybe tomorrow. And then you're going to say, well, cool, how about Thursday afternoon? I'll give you a call then. Now, ideally, you're going to get a firm time, but you're going to want to gauge that based on the relationship. That's ideally, you're going to be like, well, how about Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock? Cool, I'll put you in my calendar at 3 o'clock. Some people aren't going to be able to do that. They're going to be like, well, I'm going to be in and out of meetings and whatever else. So, whatever their schedule allows is what you're going to want to do. But, sorry, my thing locked up on me there. So that's where we're at. So real simple. It's a real simple process. You're going to call John. You're going to say, John, Scott Schlemmer here, Sweetwater, Texas. How are you today, sir? You're going to say, great. What's up, Scott? What can I do for you? John, I'm actually a small business owner out here in West Texas. I'm looking to do some expansion into the Metroplex, into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm reaching out to entrepreneurs and business owners in that area just to gauge some of the interest in it. Do you at all keep your options open to anything you do outside of real estate? And you say, yeah, Scott, of course I do. What do you got? And then I'm going to say, John, I want to be respectful of your time. I just called you. Do you have a couple of minutes to talk right now, or is there a better time to call you back? No, now's good. Now's good. Well, hey, John, how long have you been doing real estate, or how long have you lived in Dallas, Texas, or whatever question you want to lead with, however you feel with comfortability, and then you just go from there. So that's it. Write that down if you want to. Learn it. If you want to, this is where I learned it all from, to be honest with you. Todd Falcone's Little Black Book of Scripts. You can go to his toddfalcone.com, pick it up. There's going to be all kinds of stuff in here. You can do cool stuff. I mean, you can don't limit this just to realtors if you don't want to. I mean, if you're a financial advisor, or if you're in an industry of some sort, like for me, I owned a real estate investment company for 4 years, so it's a talking point for me. That's another talking point. But you can do just about anything. You can look for outside salespeople. You can look for financial advisors. I look for financial advisors. See, I do this. You can see that as it pops up right there. Dallas, Texas financial advisors. Go find a list. Look at this. There's probably dozens and hundreds and thousands of people in there. So all kinds of different people you can talk to. It's a limitless amount. So pick up the phone. Don't waste time with them. If they tell you no, I'm not interested, all you're going to say to them is, well, hey, John, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Best of luck to you. I'll talk to you later. And you hang up. That's it. If they say no, you're not going to try to convince them to take a look at your stuff. You've got 8,339 real estate agents to call. You don't need John if he's not interested in taking a look. It's his loss. Don't get caught up in the result. Don't get emotional when people get upset with you. And if you do those things, you call 100 people, you will have some success. I challenge anybody out there to call 100 people. Do what I told you. It might be 200 maybe for your first time, because you're going to have to get comfortable. You're going to have to learn it a little bit. But anyways, hopefully everybody got some value out of this. And I just want you to know I love y'all and look forward to working with you guys and seeing you in Spain.